Well, thank you for inviting SCM Lifescience for this 2020 Cell and Gene meeting on the MESA. SCM Lifescience was started from stem cell, and we're gonna expand to the immune cell and the tissue engineering part. For stem cell part, we have our own proprietary high purity and disease-specific stem cell therapies. And with the stem cell area, we go for the immune-related disease and neurodegenerative disease. For immune cell part, we are working for the next generation KOSDAQ and the dendritic cell cancer vaccine, and go for the leukemia and the solid cancers. By combining a collaboration with the University of Utah, we are working for the tissue engineering. That's a novel concept of cellular engineering called the cell sheet, and we are going for the fibrosis. I'm currently CEO of SCM Lifescience and also chairman of a board of KOImmune, our subsidiary company in the US. And also I'm serving as chairman of COM. COM is Council for Advanced Regenerative Medicine, which is a Korean version of ARM in the US. Also, I was the chairman of Korea Bio for the last 6 years, and I was in the CEO position for large biopharma companies in Korea. SCM Lifescience was established in 2014, and for funding part, we got Series A funding in 2015, and Series B/C in 2016 and 2018. Total $46 million. During 2018 to 2020, we got another $10 million from our partner, licensing partners, Geo Pharma in Malaysia and Handong in Korea. With that money, we established a company called KOImmune in North Carolina in US. So this company was originally Argos Therapeutics, and we acquired that one. This year, 2020, we acquired another company in Italy called Formula Pharmaceuticals, which is developing allogenic KOSDAQ project. Last June, we went to IPO through KOSDAQ market. As you all know, for cell therapy and gene therapy, future key success factor will be manufacturing. So happily, we have our CGMP facility for cell therapy in North Carolina. That facility is about 20,000 square feet, and they have 10 ISO 7 suits and 4 QC labs. Besides that kind of hardware, Argos Therapeutics has conducted 460 patients phase 3 trial, and they have a global clinical network over 120 hospitals across US, Europe, Canada, and Israel. Also, KOImmune has experience in manufacturing more than 300 batches for phase 3 trials. And the quality management system is very good, qualified for US, EU, Canada, and Israel. This is our pipeline. For stem cell area, we have atopic dermatitis. This is now in phase 1 clinical trial, and we'll get the result in fourth quarter of this year. And the chronic GVHD is a phase 2 trial. Acute pancreatitis is in phase 2A trial. For COVID-related or sepsis-related ARDS, we are in phase 2A IND submission stage. And the liver cirrhosis is a preclinical. And we have licensed 2 products from the outside. One is spinocerebellar ataxia that we licensed from the Stimulant Biotherapeutics that we will file for phase 2 IND submission to a Korean FDA. Also, we are working with the Earlier Therapeutics in San Diego, US. They are developing type 1 diabetes using the iPSC-derived beta cell. For immune cell area, we have acute lymphocyte leukemia, phase 1 in Italy, and advanced renal cell carcinoma in phase 2B trial in the US. With the University of Utah, we are working for the cell sheet, and the kidney fibrosis and the uterine wall fibrosis is in preclinical stage. Go to the stem cell area. We have several projects ongoing for clinical trials, but today we'll focus on atopic dermatitis. That's more than 130 million patients in globally. And moderate or severe patients has about 40% of the population. And the market size about $7 billion. Sanofi launched Dupixent, which is a monoclonal antibody product, in March 2017, and the current sales is about more than $2 billion. And this Dupixent will be a global top 10 blockbuster by 2024, and the market will be around $8 billion. And we try to compete with the Dupixent. As you see on the table, Dupixent annual price is about $37,000, and they should give every 2-week interval injection for subcutaneously. But our stem cell product, SCM we give every 6 months or every 1 year. So we make patient compliance compared to the Dupixent. This clinical data shows long-term efficacy of our stem cells. We measure the EASI score, the eczema area severity index. The first patient on the left side, when she visited the hospital, the EASI score was about 37. So we give 3 injections every 2-week interval. After that 3 injections, the EASI score went to normal, about 82% reduction. And this patient made the efficacy up to 2 years and 7 months so far. And the other patient on the right side, after 3 injections, he went to the normal range, but after 6 months, it relapsed again. So we gave a second injection. And we much worry about some kind of antibody formation, but the patient went to the EASI score down to 71%. And after this second cycle, he maintained efficacy up to 1 year to 8 months. So this is a clinical outcome before screening stage, and after 12-week stage, you can see very much clear scans. With this data, we have now in phase 1 trial, and this one will complete sometime fourth quarter this year. And that's for moderate to severe atopic dermatitis patients, about 20 patients enrollment. Cohort 1 is about 500,000 cells per kg, and 3 times biweekly. And the cohort 2 is 1 million cells per kg, 3 times biweekly. And this will be multi-center cohort study and open label. Primary endpoint is EASI-50 at week 12. When we see the interim data, the data looks so good, and we will move to the phase 2 trial in early next year. That will be about 72 subjects, and that will be multi-center, double-blind, placebo-controlled trial. Now we move to the immune cell. SCM acquired the Argos Therapeutics and changed the name to Co-Immune. When we acquired Argos, we went together with the Genexion, another bio venture company in Korea. So we had 100% of the Co-Immune. But when we acquired Formula Pharmaceuticals this year, we gave 23% of our Co-Immune shares. So now it's 77% and 23%. Currently, we are raising $46 million for Series A funding, and it's almost done. And by end of September, when we have this meeting, and maybe the Series A funding will be completed. As I said, there are 2 projects. One is acute lymphocyte leukemia that's using allogeneic CAR-CIK CD19. That's phase 1 trial in Italy. And advanced renal cell carcinoma by using CMN001 dendritic cell, and that's in phase 2 trial in the US. We're gonna try to develop next generation CAR-T with low cost and less CRS. So Novartis Kymriah on the Kite Yescarta and Juno, they are all using autologous, and Novartis using lentivirus, and Kite and Juno using retrovirus. So they have a very high manufacturing cost and the treatment cost over 400K. And because of this virus, inefficient gene transduction, also they increase the risk of CRS. By co-immune's next generation CAR T therapy will be using allogenic, and we're gonna use no virus. And by that time, we will have low cost, and by using the transposon, we'll have increased transduction efficiency. And also we have a much less cytokine release syndrome. So with this one, we are in phase 1/2A trial in Italy. That's for ALL, and 14 subjects completed so far, 4 pediatrics and 10 adult patients. We're gonna add 7 more patients for this 1 and 2A clinical trial. There are 4 different doses, 1 million cells to 15 million cells, and this is open label single arm dose escalation studies. Primary endpoint was DLT and rate and severity of CRS in 1 month. Secondary endpoint is overall response rate. We were gonna present this data in ESCO or ASH in early 2021 next year. Also, we're gonna expand our indication. Currently, we are in ALL, but we're gonna expand to chronic lymphocyte leukemia and also non-Hodgkin's lymphoma using allogeneic CAR-CIK CD19. CMN001 is in phase 2B trial. This is mRNA-loaded dendritic cell cancer vaccine, and will initiate recruitment at the MD Anderson Hospital. Indication will be advanced renal cell carcinoma, and about 90 patients enrollment. Arm 1 is standard of care, so immune checkpoint inhibitor Opdivo first line, and the second line will be lenvatinib and everolimus. And for treatment group, we're gonna add the CMN001 for first line and the second line. The dosing will be about 1.2 times 10 to 7 dendritic cells. And this study is randomized open label multi-center trial. And the primary endpoint is overall survival for the duration of the study. So let me tell you about our business growth strategy. So we try to sustainable growth through differentiated development stages. Our in-house product, our Ph.D, we try to get conditional approval in Korea around 2023, and we'll move to clinical sites to US and try to market by ourselves. For atopic dermatitis and acute pancreatitis, we are looking for partners for US and the European market. And ARDS is for our internal market. For liver cirrhosis, we are looking for partner for China and maybe Russia. Also, we are actively looking for other licensed products. One is spinocerebellar ataxia, and we're going to expand the immuno-oncology area, and type 1 diabetes, stroke, and fibrosis. So we try to growing as a global cell therapeutic specialist by partnership and open innovation. For Asian market, we are working with our Malaysian partner, Duo Pharma, and the Korean market, we are working with Hando. And for immuno-oncology area with Co-Immune. Next generation CAR T is Formula Pharmaceuticals, and neurodegenerative disease is Staminant Biotherapeutics. Besides that, also we have a very extensive open innovation with academia and the biotechs. In US, we are working with the University of Utah, PBS Biotech for 3D-dimensional bioreactors, and Terra Immune for regulatory T cells, and Toolgen for CRISPR-Cas9, everything like this. My last key takeaway is for near-term opportunities, Co-Immune completed the Series A financing of about $46 million. And CAR-CD19 for ALL will finish phase 1 trial in Italy. And the CMN001 for RCC is ongoing phase 2B trial in US. And for allogeneic CAR-CD19, we want to expand to non-Hodgkin's lymphoma and the chronic lymphocytic leukemia. Also in Korea, we have opportunity for fast track review and conditional approval for rare disease like GVHD and acute pancreatitis. Also initiation of phase 2 trial for spinocerebellar ataxia in Korea, and timeline data readout of atopic dermatitis for phase 1 trial. Future opportunities, we're gonna expand our pipeline for unmet needs like tissue engineering and expansion into anti-aging and the neurodegenerative area by using our stem cells. Thank you very much.